Hey everyone, Rod here. Today I wanted to show you how to create a virtual machine in the cloud. To do that, we need a few tools. And to start, we will need putty. By the way, if you need to slow it down, just pause the video and catch up whenever you need to. So, the first tool we need is called putty. And you can just Google this and it should come up within the first result or two. And you can go to this one. It says download putty latest, and generally you're going to want a 64-bit Windows installer. So just, when you see this, go here and click the 64-bit and it should download here. Save file. Then it should download, and you can click on this and it will install. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to do that again. Once you've done that, if you need some time to pause the video now, you can. If you've installed it, then let's continue. So, next you will need to go to this address, digitalocean.com, www.digitalocean.com. This is where we are going to create our virtual machine. This is a cloud platform, which means you rent computer space on the internet from a company or from a platform such as this. You can go ahead and sign up here, create your account. It'll ask you to either use PayPal or a credit card or debit card. It doesn't charge you anything except for what you use, and it might charge you 1 or 2 cents just to make sure that you're a real person, but it'll return those in a day or so. So don't feel obligated to actually use this service. Just for the sake of this video, we'll be using this one. So I've already got an account, so you can go through this if you want. So from here, we need to go to Create. And you're going to want to create a new droplet, which means a new virtual machine. Everyone kind of has their terminology different, but for the sake of the video, we'll just say droplet. So from here, you get to choose an image, and this means what operating system you want. And I like to go with Ubuntu for this, and we will use the most recent, which is 19.10 or 19.10. Yeah, I sound like an idiot. Okay, we are going to do standard, and this is kind of expensive, so we will do the cheapest, which is $5 per month, or $0.007 per hour, cents per hour. And you can choose where you want it: New York, San Francisco, and all these other locations. I suggest choosing one that's closest to you, and you can always Google Map that if you don't know. I didn't really learn anything in school either. So where am I located? There. Okay, so it would be New York, I think. Yes. Okay. You don't really need any of this other stuff unless you're really into if you have a pretty deep purpose for using this, and in our case we're not going to right now. So you can skip or omit everything else and go down here. You can name it anything you want. We'll say test 01. You can add a tag so you can identify it, and don't worry about that, and then create. Now, you'll have to wait a few minutes and it will email you a password. So whatever email you chose, it will email you the password that you should use for this virtual machine. Okay, now that you've got your password and username for your virtual machine, we can go ahead and log into it using this address here. So if you don't know what this is an IP address. This is how you log into your virtual machine when you are not in front of your computer, or when this virtual machine is not in front of you, which it never is. So remember earlier we installed putty, which is here. Go ahead and open that. and that's going to go to my other window. Here we go. Okay, so that number that we had earlier, which is also listed here, I've listed it here for you, you can go ahead and paste that here, which in the host name or IP address area. And don't try this, don't use this one, because by the time that you see this, I'm going to have already deleted this. So this one won't work for you. Go ahead and open. You can click on yes. And you can see the login as, that's the username, which is, in this case, root. And the password, you can highlight this text, copy, and then on your mouse, click once on the putty window, and then right-click, which will paste. If you do any more than that, it'll paste too many times, and your password will be incorrect. Then you can click enter. And this will log you in. It will also ask you to change your password. So once again, right-click once for your current password, the one that we copied here. So right-click, like I just did, click enter, and it'll ask you for a new password. By the way, when you're dealing with passwords in Linux, they won't show you the password being typed out. So if you see nothing, it's still there, you just can't see it. So I will go ahead and change my password. Retype it again, the new password. Okay. So from here, we are logged in as the root user, which means the administrator. And that is how you create a virtual machine in the cloud. Thanks for watching.